Guys, how are you? It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. All right, so we need to talk. MTV released 2 new clips for tomorrow's episode of Teen Mom OG. Tomorrow's episode is seemingly going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of the first findings out the girls had when they are learning about Amber and Andrew's incident in July. Now, they did a clip of Maci and a clip of Catelynn. Interestingly, the one of Maci was a little bit more insightful into how she was feeling about things, and Catelynn's was more about making sure she could be there for her friend. So People magazine actually released the clip with Maci, and she was talking to Tyler about what a mess it was. In fact, she says she hasn't been able to see James. It really sucks for anyone. Tyler McKinney, her husband, actually said, I think all you can do at this point is what you girls have been doing at this point. You don't have to agree with what happened or how she handled it, but still support her as a friend and as a sister. And then Maci responded by saying, as her friend, you feel helpless. We don't know all the details or the facts of what happened or what had happened before. It's a freaking mess. It's a lot of tough stuff for these kids to comprehend and deal with. So she was actually one of the only cast members that I really heard sort of providing empathy about the kids and what the impact to them is. Tyler and Maci then went on to Taylor and her went on to talk about their custody, how, over the years, Amber has established a really good relationship with Gary and Christina. And so hopefully after everything gets sorted out, maybe they will get there. And then they lamented about their lack of custody agreement or their lack of co-parenting relationship rather with Ryan. On the flip side, Catelynn, who has been Amber's biggest cheerleader throughout this entire situation, her clip actually has her talking about how, and it's really weird, you guys. She actually says, Tyler and I just got home from Hawaii, and now that we're home from Hawaii, we want to talk about what's going on with Amber, which is bizarre. I'll get into the bizarre part, but she tells Tyler that, she reaches out to Amber, and Amber suggests that they come there and be there for her by attending a court hearing for her. And then Tyler is like, well, what's the court hearing for? And she's like, I don't know. It's just like her first appearance. She hasn't seen James yet. They might be lifting the no contact order, blah, 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 blah. Tyler looks less than enthused, let me tell you, about her actually going on yet another trip where he will be left to take care of the kids. This has been a constant criticism of Catelynn by the fans, that she always will jump at the first moment she can get away and go out and be with her friends. On July 24th, this is actually when she went there, she posted this and she said, there's always 2 sides to every story. You are only hearing one side. So peace out. I love you, Amber Portwood. I'm on my way now. This was after Catelynn had been receiving a little bit of backlash by fans because she was outwardly supporting Amber despite the very detailed events that had happened in July related to Amber and James and her boyfriend Andrew. At that time, Amber was sort of painting this as she had been set up. This was all fake. It didn't really happen that way. We've since learned through court documents and obviously through audio that was released on this channel that it wasn't just this nothing really happened, nothing to see here a moment, but rather that Amber did do the things that were said and alleged in the court documents as well as the police report. But Catelynn took Amber's side and continues to take Amber's side. So she actually she goes ahead and tells Tyler that she wants to flee. And this is how, literally she was doing. Now, this was actually posted by Sarcasm. But when she was in Indiana, she and Cheyenne were, posting all kinds of photos and videos of them goofing off. She's drinking orange juice out of a flute, which tells me that she was probably drinking, champagne and orange juice, and they were having like a girls' night that night, and they were wearing slippers and dancing and giggling. And at the time, I was actually critical of this because I thought, Catelynn, you said you were going there to be with a friend, and here you are goofing off. I don't know if MTV will actually show this in the air, but I just want you to remember that when Catelynn was saying that she was going to be there for her friend, this is what she was doing. So then I have evidence to say that, okay, so Catelynn in her actual start says that she had just gotten back from Hawaii and that she needed to go and figure out what was going on with Amber. Well, Starcasm, I actually covered it on my channel, but I just wanted to find you an article. They covered it, and I love this blog. They said Teen Mom, Maci, Catelynn, and Cheyenne and MTV with Amber for hearing Amber given supervised visits with her son James. That was on July 25th of 2019. And then Radar Online actually captured a bunch of photos of them with her outside of the court hearing. I will say that I did speak with Andrew after this hearing, or not after this hearing, but later this fall at some point, and he did tell me that he was there for this first appearance, and not one of the teen moms actually spoke to him, and he said that Catelynn gave him dirty looks. Now, here's the interesting part. On the show, which isn't even trying to pretend like it has the timelines right, they're saying, Catelynn says that she had just gotten back from Hawaii and she needed to figure out what was going on with her friend Amber. She says that, now that they're back from Hawaii and everything's settled down, she's actually going to figure out what's going on with Amber, and they're going to go to Indiana for her first court appearance, was July 25th. Well, I actually spoke to Tyler back in September, and he told me on September 13th that he was leaving with Catelynn on September 15th for a trip to Hawaii because Catelynn surprised him by buying him a trip. We actually just watched that episode last week. So these episodes aren't even in sync. We watched their vowel renewal last week. That was taped in September. This next episode, she says, we just got back from Hawaii and now I'm going to go to Indiana. But they went to Indiana in July. So MTV can't even get the timelines right, which tells me that this is very much not even trying to be real. And it's another indication to me that this is so scripted in a way that they want to tell you a story in whichever direction they want to go, regardless of what actually happened. We know they went to Hawaii in September. We also know that she couldn't have gone after she went to Hawaii because she was at the court hearing in July on the 25th. I think the next time she was there again was in October. Again, July 25th. Oh, we're going to Hawaii in September. And then when she was talking to him in July about, how he needed to go to Amber's side, Tyler's face was pretty telling. I mean, she's like cooking and doing stuff, and he is clearly just like, oh. And she's going on and on and on about how she wants to be there for Amber and how Amber needs her, but Amber never asks for help. So when Amber asked her to come, she was going to do this for her friend. And you can just tell by his face that he's just like, you're seriously going to leave me with these kids again? I cannot believe this. I mean, these are his faces while she's telling him he's going. He was probably the most outspoken one to say that he did not condone this behavior nor support anything to do with this on Twitter when people were giving him pushback. And according to Andrew, was one of the only cast members that actually reached out to him after the audio came out to make sure that he was doing okay. Again, more photos. Now on Instagram, people were not impressed with this. They're saying, why are you portraying Amber as she's innocent? I love that you guys are so supportive of one another. Aw, how touching. But then other people were like, keep rewarding DB. Amber should not be on the show. You are making a mockery of people living with DB. Support Andrew and James, not her. Disgusting. You just had a husband here in Australia, poor petrol, blah, 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 blah. Anyways. And then, I'm sorry, but if she attacked that guy with the machete while he had their son in her hands, that is someone that would never deserve to be never deserve to be around that baby or man again, because if she rages that hard when she's angry, it's not safe. My friend did some stuff like Amber I wouldn't, if my friend did stuff like Amber, I would not be supporting her. And obviously people are pointing out to her that, like, I understand how great it is being supportive for your friends, but sometimes your own kids need to take priority. She should just say, I'm here for you if you need someone to talk to, but right now my family needs me. Which is another indication of people being like, oh, Catelynn will just always leave to go wherever and do whatever. And Tyler, what's up with Tyler? Exactly. Tyler didn't look thrilled. Tyler actually looked like he wanted to say it was a bad idea, but it sounded like Catelynn had her mind made up and she was going to go regardless of what he wanted her to do. And I'll note that he was not there for this trip. And people are genuinely, like, not happy. And then this person said, how can she not ever see that Tyler is fed up? In this clip, he was clearly thinking, okay, one more reason for you to get on a damn plane. Like, they don't have enough going on in their own household. Poor guy. Exactly. She's a mother of a baby at the time that wasn't a year old. She has Nova. Like, I don't understand why she felt like she needed to be at the very first hearing. That hearing was a 10-minute hearing. It was nothing monumental. It was only a way for them to make a statement that, oh, I support you, and for Amber to go in and make Andrew, the person who she was accused of doing these to, look intimidated by the amount of support she had and the lack of support he had because he wasn't there. Because no one was there for Andrew. No one. MTV didn't talk to him while they were there, I don't think. The cast didn't talk to him while they were there. So this had nothing to do with the truth. This was all about TV, making a good episode, making a good scene. It's kind of gross if you think about it. And these girls blindly supporting her before they even know any details and immediately flying out there. It's just a bad look. MTV doesn't seem to get it. And the more I'm seeing of this season, I'm more and more disgusted. With that being said, obviously the ratings for the show have not been good, and it will be interesting to see whether or not the show ratings will continue to dwindle. I'll tell you what, if more and more episodes are going to be revolving around Amber and her redemption story, I have a feeling they're going to have a hard time getting people to tune in by mid to late season. I wouldn't be surprised if this season is one of the last for Teen Mom OG. All right, so tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think that Catelynn really needed to get up and go? Or was this just scripted by the MTV producers to get the girls there to show a sign of support for Amber so that they could push their redemption story? I would love to hear from you. All right, you guys, I'll be back later with more. Bye.